Hello everyone, this is Equinox ASMR. We are back here with another video. With today's video, we are just going to be doing a random unboxing. Just a bunch of stuff that I'm unboxing. Plus, if you stick around to all the stuff I have on the right side here, on the left side here, it's going to be a little bit different. This is a box of, I don't know what's in it. I found it back deep. We have like a storage compartment in our house. And I found this just in the back. I didn't even look in it. So, yeah, that's how we're going to begin with the stuff on the right, and then near the end of the video, stuff on the left. We'll go through it for the first time together. But let's start with this stuff. Starting off first with this micro brawler. These are little displayable figures. I swear, I talk just fine and normal. As soon as I start these videos, it's like I get an immediate something in my throat every time. Anyways, this is displayable figures. I have quite a bit of these actually, but this one in particular is Flying Brian Pillman, who was a very popular wrestler during the 90s, who had an untimely passing. Flying Brian Pillman, I believe this was his character earlier in his career with WCW and stuff, before he became the more, in my opinion, more popular, the Loose Cannon. But yeah, let's open this up. These are very easy to open. They actually changed these up. They used to be in like bags, but now they come with boxes, which is cool in my opinion, and the box is resealable. I'll probably end up putting him back in there, but it's a pretty cool figure. You see he has like tiger stripe, wrestling trunks, nice white boots with black knee pads, and a very 90s style hair. Very nice figure. Next up, I guess staying on a wrestling theme right now, is this DVD here, which is the Jimmy Hart shoot interview. Now, Jimmy Hart was a very, very popular wrestling manager, managing for the likes of Hulk Hogan. Oh man, so many. It's just not coming to mind right now, but yeah, Hulk Hogan was a big one. Ultimate Warrior. He managed, it seemed, everyone at certain times in his career. This is by the High Spots Wrestling Network. This came for free, well, technically not for free, in a Pro Wrestling Crate, which are these, it's, you know, your typical monthly boxes, you know, like your Loot Crate, all that stuff. But obviously all wrestling related things. So I got this in one so long ago, and I haven't watched it yet. Maybe me opening this and having it out will finally make that happen. Let's see if I can even open this. I didn't bring down any scissors. There we go. I should be using my teeth, but still can't get it. They have this thing sealed pretty well. There he is, there with his famous megaphone on the back here. You just have a bunch of the details of the interview. And on the inside, nothing fancy, just the disc. For a tumble there. I didn't really think of where to put all this stuff. Alright, just throw it right there. Next, staying on the topic of DVDs is this. Now, this actually has been opened, but it's something I love so much, so I thought I would show it in here. It is the complete Batman, the animated series, the most goated show, Batman show of all time. Dare I say, the most goated piece of Batman film or show. This, like I said, is the complete. It includes 12 discs, which has over 109 episodes. Opening sleeve. First thing is you have this little pamphlet that comes inside, which just has the list of all the episodes on the discs. But of course, the real bread and butter is, I need to make sure which one is which. This is part one. We got part one, which has Batman on the cover. On the back here is Batman and Joker fighting, which is a very common theme within this show. But the thing I love about the animated series is there's so many original characters within the Batman series. There's a YouTube video, and I would love to shout out the channel name, but I can't remember it at this time. And they reviewed all the original characters, or something like the whole villain base of the Batman from you know, the first ever movie or show to the most recent, the whole, you know, universe of villains in the Batman series. And the animated series had one of the most characters that are original to the Batman series. Also, the animated series is also pretty famous for being the show that introduced Harley Quinn, and I didn't know that actually. I didn't know that until not until that video. I knew it before that, but like I thought Harley Quinn was like been around forever, like not as long as the Joker, but you know, not long after the Joker. But I would be surprised to find out that no, Harley Quinn was introduced within the Batman animated series. I'm trying to open this without making much noise. There we go. And just straighten out the discs here. Got disc 1 with Batman, disc 2 with Robin, disc 3 with Catwoman, and I do really love Catwoman in the Batman animated series. I think she's great. You got a different shot of Batman here on the blue disc. Here you got, is that? And the Riddler. And the Penguin. The one character I do have to say I don't like in the animated series, and it's unfortunate because he is my favorite villain, is the Scarecrow. Now, I get that the animated series Scarecrow is a lot to his early comic counterpart, but Scarecrow became my favorite villain because of like the Arkham games and more of his more serious portrayals. I didn't really like the animated series Scarecrow all that much. It was alright, but definitely not the reason why he was my favorite villain. He became my favorite villain definitely because of the Arkham games, which put him in this more serious and terrifying characteristics to him. Anyways, the second case here has Batman and Robin, and on the back here it is Robin giving a good old knuckle sandwich to Two-Face. I do really like Two-Face in this series. I think he is quite the great character within the animated series. On this, you of course again have Batman. Then you have Mad Hatter. Also love the purple, my favorite color. And then you have Robin, another Batman, another Robin, and Batwoman. And that is all for the animated series. Again, this was something I 100% had to get. I mean, it was like $120, I think, and I had to have this. I just had to. The next one here is Dove soap. This was basically because I was just trying to find one more thing to do, and I realized that I have an unboxed thing of Dove soaps. Now this is a pack that comes with 3 bars. I think someone got me like a Dove gift set, and I haven't really touched it yet because I'm not a huge fan of Dove. But yeah, I have used, it came with like the loofah conditioner. Oh no, it was a body wash and then like a 2-in-1 conditioner shampoo. I also rather like using a shampoo and conditioner, even though I don't really need it. I don't have any hair, but I mean, it's still good on the scalp and stuff like that. I don't, but you know, one bottle of shampoo and conditioner lasts me forever because I use the littlest bit, right? So yeah, I do believe I used a body wash though, because I was out of my Old Spice body wash, so the Dove body wash came in clutch for me. Yeah, but this is a, like I said, 3 bars coming on, and it's a 3-in-1. It's a hand and body, a face, and a shave bar. You can smell these as soon as you open them. I'm only gonna open one of them. I don't want to open all 3. So, yeah, I can't really reseal them, so I'm just gonna open the one box. Dove, Men Plus Care. There it is. These are, wow, these are actually really big. These are really actually good sized bars. They smell very clean, very fresh. Not bad actually at all. Again, not my favorite though. Also, I did want to quickly announce something. This little area may not look like much, but it has kind of turned into what I want to turn it into is my own little area to do ASMR videos, but I have also turned it into a podcast area. this is where I do my new kind of podcast type show, which is called Relax with the Past, which it's not intended to be a ASMR. It's more of a, well, I guess it can be considered an ASMR, to be honest. It's yeah, it's a podcast about there are a lot of things, like our past. Right now I'm focusing on disestablished US businesses throughout the 1800s. I believe there is 3 or 4 episodes up now. This is brand new. I just started it not that long ago. I recommend you guys check it out wherever you listen to podcasts, especially Spotify. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We will be focusing on more things from the past, but one thing we're focusing right now is US disestablished businesses. And we're going to go from the 1800s, the earliest I can find, a public knowledge of a disestablished business, to right up to this year. So it's going to be a long series, and then there's more to come after. So I recommend, once again, you guys check that out. That is Relax with the Past on Spotify or wherever else you listen to podcasts. Next up, this one is not going to be a full unboxing, but a quick little one. I have shown this in a couple videos before. This is the only one that's not fully unpackaged, so I just wanted to show it quick again. This is the Friday the 13th puzzle. Now, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of puzzles. I have like a horror shelf where I display like horror stuff. This is a display item. I've tried to do I have the It puzzle and Shining puzzle. They're both deconstructed. I tried to build them and I just couldn't. But this is the only one that still kind of has all the puzzle pieces in a bag. It's 10,000 pieces. is something I actually just got. And I got 2 of these, but I'm only gonna unbox one because they're the same thing. There was a noise upstairs. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but strange. Now this thing is really cool. It is absolutely gorgeous. And it's something that I will end up using a lot. And it actually comes straight from Japan. I was given this as a gift. I'm not gonna tip it up because I do not want to risk making this. Oh, but it's so gorgeous. This is a sushi plate. I believe it's from Japan. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's from Japan. I got it from someone that did go to Japan, and they brought back 2 of these for me. It might just be like a, novelty gift thing for the tourists, but it is gorgeous. It comes with the big plate for your sushi, and look at this, it has this beautiful aqua blue center. And it's like a gloss. It's so nice, and then it's got more of a rougher, like brown clay almost outside. And then we have 2 little dishes for soy sauce or ginger. You put ginger in here, wasabi. I don't even know if I want to do that. Oh, there we go. I want to be extremely careful with this. I am a clumsy person. But yeah, that was this. This thing is it's beautiful. I mean, look at it one more time. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And lastly, as I was saying earlier about a pro wrestling crate, this here, which is dirty and kind of gross looking, it's not a pro wrestling crate, a new one, as you can tell. But this is a box that I use to store a lot of my wrestling memorabilia, stuff I've gotten from Pro Wrestling Crate, and just random things like that. So let's look inside. I haven't looked in here in probably about 3 to 4 years. Let's look at what holds inside. We have a no smoking sticker. We have a little pamphlet for a Black Friday sale. Don't know what year it's from. probably like 2019, 2020. We have a Pro Wrestling Crate menu, which tells me what I got in that crate that year. Maybe the year's on here. It is not. This was a Texas themed crate, which had the Bionic Skull Steve Austin shirt, which I think I still have. The Terry Funk University Terry Funk shirt, which I do still have. The Eddie Guerrero Micro Brawler, which I still have. Dustin Rhodes Gold Dust pen, which is out of ink, but I still have. ACH autographed 8x10, which I think is in here. Booker T's Best Reality of Wrestling DVD, which I have a part of my wrestling DVD collection. Booker T exclusive collector's pin. I don't know if I have that anymore. And the Lance Archer Killer Elite Squad sticker. I don't think I have that anymore either. A couple things that I no longer have. This here, oh, I know what this is WWE wrestler Walter, or now known as Gunther. He had a wrestling figure on Ringside Collectibles. It was an exclusive Ringside Collectibles figure, and it came with this backdrop, which I've since folded and stored since I didn't have room for it. I have another random sticker, not wrestling related. It just says creature. We have a random luchador poster. La Parka. I think that's Dr. Wagner Jr., Psycho Clown. I can't name the two on the ends, but random poster. We have two giant posters. This is from, if you guys remember, the WWE magazines. I wish they were still a thing, but they're not. These were pulled out of the WWE magazines. They used to be hung up, as you can tell from here. This is a wrestling poster from a local wrestling show. I actually didn't even go to the show, and I have no idea how I got this poster, but there is Brutus the Barber Beefcake there, and if you guys remember, if you guys were wrestling fans, in the mid-2000s, there was a wrestling tag team called the Highlanders, and that's one of the Highlanders right there. I believe that was Robbie. We got a couple other WWE magazine posters. This one, I don't really want to open them up because they're huge, but I'm going to open up this one because if you know, you know who's on that poster. We have another one with Sheamus on it. Oh, I still have this. Oh, it got a little ripped, but I still have it. This was something I got in a Pro Wrestling Crate. This is a comic book of the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix, Pentagon Dark. This thing is freaking cool. This was really, really cool. I'm very sad it got damaged, but yeah, freaking amazing. I really have to say, one of the coolest things I ever got in one of the boxes. Next is a poster for that. It was retaining that other poster for the show that I never went to. But this was like Brutus the Barber Beefcake was doing haircuts for kids. I think I got that at the same time as the other poster. No clue how I got it. Then we got a poster of Evolution from the WWE magazine. And here is signed autograph pictures. These ones here are from Pro Wrestling Crate. I have no idea who's in here except for ACH because we saw that one. We got Tessa Blanchard. These are the ones. Some of them I got in person. Some of these I got in the crate. I don't really get 8x10s anymore. For those of you that don't know, you know, I'm a professional wrestler myself now. I've talked about it a couple times here on this channel. So now I sign 8x10s for people, which is a dream come true. It's amazing. Next up, we this one didn't age well. Got Marty Scurll, which I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm gonna simply say, if you know, you know. Oh. Next one here. This is the ACH one. I got a lot more of these boxes than I think, because I have, what, 6 autographs, which honestly, I don't even think I have half the stuff that I got from these boxes anymore. I doubt it. I'd say less than half, maybe like 15% of what I got in these boxes left. I think I still have quite a bit of the shirts, but all the random knickknacks stuff, I don't got any of it anymore. I do have that pen still. I recently actually saw it while I moved back here. So not recently, last year when I moved back here, I found that pen. That's why I know I have it, because I think it's like behind my TV stand. This one's kind of cool. Greg the Hammer Valentine, a very popular wrestler from the 80s, early 90s. I had way more of these than I thought. Oh, this one's really cool. Zack Ryder. I say Zack Ryder because that's when he was still Zack Ryder. Of course, he is Matt Cardona now, the indie god, and one of the most profitable non-signed wrestlers on the wrestling scene. And the final one from the crate is Dalton Castle. And he's got his boys, but his boys didn't sign it. It's just Dalton Castle. This was before he actually had boys. Like, no, that looks like the Tate brothers. Huh. Maybe the Tates were already teaming with him at that point. I don't know. Anyways, where? Oh, jeez, I thought we were getting to the nitty gritty, but we actually quite a bit left. And there's another sticker, which a Sailor Moon sticker. Don't know. Next are all the 8x10s I got as a person. These are old. These are probably, I think the newest one's probably 2018. This is from a local promotion I went to, Alpha One Wrestling. And this is Homicide, a very popular TNA wrestler. Got to meet him. All these people I got to meet in person. It was really cool. This one's really cool. Abyss. And I believe this was Abyss's, like, one of Abyss's final, like, independent shows before he went to, because he left TNA, and then he was doing independents, like, sporadically. And then he went to WWE, and became a producer and retired. I believe that was one of Abyss's final shows. I love Abyss. To be fair though, a lot of people wish he would wrestle in the WWE, like when he got signed. Seeing him in the ring at that point, you could tell he's been through so much stuff. He didn't move around the same way he used to. You could kind of tell that he wasn't going to be around much longer in ring. And I wasn't shocked when he announced his retirement. Still a lot of fun. He had a great match still, even for someone who you could tell like is kind of broken down a little bit, and killed it. Absolutely killed it still. Sami Callihan, which is a really cool one. He's everywhere. TNA, MLW. This one's really cool. Actually, this is the newest signed 8x10. This is the last 8x10 I ever got. Because I was still wrestling at this time. And this is TNA superstar wrestler Moose. He gave me this 8x10 for free, which was super kind of him. This was at Alpha One. I was helping set up the show and all that, and I was talking to him, and you know, whatever. I would think I was helping him with the 8x10s and all that for fans and stuff. And we were talking, and I told him at the time, my oldest child, I have 2 boys by the way, my oldest child was not born yet, and I was just talking to him about how I'm expecting my first kid, yada yada yada, and then he just signed this really quick for me, and it says to Austin and baby boy. We didn't have a for sure name for him, my child, at that point yet either, so he just signed a baby boy. Really cool. This, I'm so sad, it got a little bit of water damage on it, but it's signed by Stevie Richards. I don't know how it got water damage, but it did. But I mean, it's still in decent enough condition. And Stevie Richards is probably my favorite, my second favorite wrestler of all time. First favorite is William Regal. But yeah, it would be nice eventually to get Nova and Blue Meanie to sign it, but they don't really come to Canada, so I don't think that's gonna happen. We're just gonna skip these two. It's not, yeah. Okay. Next one is really old, really old. This is Ricky Shane Page, very popular. He's had some AEW appearances. I believe he's had MLW appearances. Very popular at one point with GCW. I don't really know what he's doing now, but he still wrestles here a lot too. Yeah, super old photo though. This one is the handicapped hero, Gregory Iron. You can read it here. The only professional wrestler with cerebral palsy. He does have cerebral palsy, and it's pretty, like, fantastic to see that he still wrestles. Yeah. Next is a very local wrestler. This is a very extremely local wrestler, and a good friend of mine, actually. The Cadet. This is really old. This is probably one of my oldest in-person signed autographs. This is before I was wrestling, so I'd say 2017. And yeah, he's a good friend of mine, honestly. In all the years, he still looks exactly the same. These ones are all really, the last couple ones here are all super old. This is my first ever, actually I'll show you that last. The next one is also really old. This is Cody Deaner. Now, this was from his original TNA run, and then he was released, and then he's back in TNA now. But yeah, this is Cody Deaner. And my last one, and my first ever signed autograph from my first ever show I went to as a kid. I was probably 14, 15 at the time, maybe even 13. This is by a professional wrestler who I believe is from the Ohio area, Benjamin Boone. But yeah. Fix that. I'll fix that after. It's probably gonna make a lot of noise. But anyways, what is next is going to be a lot of fun. Let me sit back for this. This is the box I found. This thing has been collecting dust in my basement for probably 15 years, maybe. We're gonna open it. I think it's, honestly, I do believe it might be just a lot of DVDs and stuff, but we'll find out. It's just DVDs, but I don't mind. Let's pull out a couple things and take a little gander at what we are dealing with. Okay, first up is Much Dance 2012 with some real hits like the Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO, Give Me Everything by Pitbull, Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5, Don't Stop the Party by Black Eyed Peas, Super Bass by Nicki Minaj, Love You Like a Love Song by Selena Gomez, and She Ain't You by Chris Brown. It's aged well. Some real bangers on there. This is Now Country. This is definitely my mother's music CD. Now Country 8. No idea what this is. Overexposed Maroons. Could be a porn disc and I don't even know about it. I don't think whatever. My videos aren't monetized anyways, so. And then we got a Selena Gomez DVD or CD, A Year Without Rain. Okay. Alright, let's see. We have a couple disc sleeves, which is a Holiday Break 2-disc set. Not in there. And Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider. Oh god. Alright, well, we got 2 loose discs. We got Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which I have the entire box set now, so. And obviously it's just illegal. I'll break it. A DVD ripped copy of Journey to the Center of the Earth. Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay. What is this? What is this? Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll get to that in 2 seconds. First, we got a movie with Tommy Lee Jones and John Goodman that I've never heard of, but I actually might check out, called The Electric Mist. honestly sounds pretty interesting. Okay. So you guys remember the movie with Eddie Murphy, Daddy Daycare? Classic, great movie. What the fuck is Daddy Day Camp? What? What is this? Cuba Gooding Jr. is in this? Okay. This is like that fucking Alakazam movie that nobody remembers or whatever. That's a thing. And obviously, wow, really bad. DVD rip copy of the Princess Protection Program with Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato. Do you guys remember when you used to be able to go to like convenience stores and stuff, and they'd have that box sitting in front of on the table there, and they had like all these. Oh, DVD's not even in there, but they had these like really poorly made discs. This one's not in there either. But they had these really poorly made things, and it's like it wasn't always like someone recording in a theater, but that kind of quality. Next up, we actually have, it's tripping me out because it's upside down, but a movie that, honestly, if you guys haven't watched this movie, you need to, because it is so hilarious, and that is Super Troopers. This is just, I don't even have words for it. I'm gonna watch it after I film this video, because, oh my god, this movie is, like, I've seen it 1,000 times, and it never gets bad, ever. We have a couple more, oh, it is dusty in there. A couple more. We got Taylor Swift. Goddamn, for you Swifties. That's an OG. Got another Selena Gomez, When the Sun Goes Down. Oh boy, we got a ton of loose discs. Before that, we got Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Actually, it's missing Ghostbusters 1. Oh, this is empty as well. Maybe it's in this huge disc pile. But this is actually another movie. I think it did really bad in the box office. Like, I think it did so bad. But honestly, I love this movie. I think it's just because I grew up watching it. Furry Vengeance with Brendan Fraser. I love it. It's so good. Not everyone's cup of tea though. And then we got Will Smith, Hitch. Let's look at these loose discs first. What? Oh, it's in here. Okay. We got a blank disc, which honestly, I think I'm gonna put to the side and just pop it on and see what it is. Oh, I think it's all blank discs. Hold on. Okay, it's not all blank discs. We got about 6 blank discs, 7 blank discs. Oh, we got one that is just written in Sharpie called War of the Worlds. Missy, is this Missy Elliott? No. Yes, it is. Missy Elliott. Oh, this is an OG disc. Get your feet on. Oh, I love that song. That was my childhood favorite song. Sorry for the Party Rocking. LMFAO. Lumfao. What? Sacha Baron Cohen, Bruno. Gilmore Girls. Another blank disc. Another blank disc. I think I'm going to put on some of these discs. I guarantee most of them don't work, but we're going to see what's on them. Next up, oh god. So, we talked about these really crappy ones, right? Thin, crappy ones. But then you had these ones, which this was the low of the low, and this is 12 rounds with John Cena. Empty, of course. Honestly, one of those blank discs are probably with that. We also have an OG, which actually I think I'm gonna leave out of the box so I can watch it. I haven't watched it in a long time, but it's The Princess Bride. Classic movie. Dude, okay. I low-key like this movie. Even though it gets shit on all the time, it's a great concept. Bad movie, to be fair. But that is In Time, featuring Justin Timberlake. And then we got wow, this is really bad. This is a cheap copy, no disc, of Fast and the Furious. Just the greatest, grainy quality. Oh, there's so many. Holy crap. Okay. And like, it's the most random fucking movies. Like, oh fuck. Pink Panther 2. Oh, this has the disc in it. Fucking Slumdog Millionaire. Johnny Depp in Public Enemies. Okay. There's an OG. Oh god, we have some more discs. This thing. Oh, sorry if that's loud. Holy crap. No sleeve. Chicken Little. Oh, this is gold. I'm so happy I did this. Yeah, put these discs over there. And empty. Oh, we got some more discs. We have a PlayStation 1 game. Need for Speed High Stakes. Another blank disc that is not going to work. Party Time Karaoke. Guy Country 3. Another blank disc. Another blank DVD case. Denzel Washington and John Travolta and The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. Which I don't know if this just getting my. I'm not surprised. Oh, this has the disc in it. Yes, it does. Gabriel Mocked in The Spirit. $50 Cent, Val Kilmer, and Sharon Stone in Streets of Blood. What are these fucking... What alternate universe have I stepped into? Okay. This is... Oh, it's not in there. This is an OG one. Terrible. Night of the Museum 2, 3? Battle of the Smithsonian, I think 2, right? Look at that great quality. Oh, man. I miss the days where you can go get pirated movies at a random convenience store for $10, or not even $10, fucking $3, and it's a hit or miss. It's either okay quality or piss poor quality. Wolverine X-Men Origins. What is this? Okay, The Rascal Flatts Greatest Hits Volume 1. Let's step on the broken road. Another empty. We have the empty Liar Liar Jim Carrey VHS sleeve. We got Aqua. And I think this is a home DVD, honestly. I think that's a home DVD, boys and girls. Oh, we got more loose discs. Got Hangover 2. Bad Teacher. Fright Night. Apes. Final 5, which might be Final Destination 5, maybe. And The Change VP. This is a disc that has Movies for Jen and Chris, which is the Swing Vote, the Lakeview Terrace, Eagle Eye, Max Payne, Ghost Town, and Transporter 3. Okay. Oh, these are great. This is great. I'm so glad I decided to do this. There's not even ASMR triggers anymore, guys. This is just literally me having a grand old time right now with this. We got 4 more of these packaged things. Oh, this is a good movie. Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds, The Proposal. It's a good movie. I actually recently watched it for the first time. Not that copied, but yeah. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What? Is this some fucking home movie bullshit? Like someone filmed this at a high school? I can't even read it. To see if one of the blank DVDs that I have is this. The Return of the Ghostbusters. Who the hell are these guys? Will Ferrell, Land of the Lost. Oh, this is the disc in it still. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. What the fuck? We got a double feature. We got Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook, and She's All That. And then Freddie Prinze Jr. and Julia Stiles, and Down to You. Freddie Prinze, Getting the Ladies. We have a triple feature. Because of Winn-Dixie, Firehouse Dog, and Marley and Me. Marley and Me is the only one I've watched out of those. This is obviously my mom's stuff here. The complete 3rd season of Vampire Diaries. I do know how you ladies love a good vampire flick. And Barbara Streisand in A Star Is Born. Doing some tapping. Gotta, keep up with that ASMR protocol. We got, why does it feel like we got Matrix Reloaded? Oh, yes. One of the greatest movies of all time. Like, literally of all time. This is the greatest superhero movie. Daredevil. Oh, so good. Hope you guys realize that's sarcasm. Billy Crystal and Meg. Billy Crystal, okay. When Harry Met Sally. Okay. Oh, we got another one. I've never seen this one. I remember the first one. Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. Probably a reason why I've never heard of that one. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, we got... is this Coraline? Okay. A very badly printed version of Caroline. Disc is still in there. Impressive. Then we got Sex and the City, the movie. The first season. 5th season. The 3rd season. Season 6, Part 2. The complete 2nd season. All of your sex in the city has been met with that. Oh, we have something still in the wrapper. For good reason, because this looks like shit. Windrunner. Then we have Save the Last Dance. Oh, what is this? Steve Zane, Paul Walker, and Lily's, I've not heard of her, Joyride? Look at that shot. Paul Walker takes a wilder ride here than he did in The Fast and the Furious. Probably not. I've never heard of that movie, and I've heard a lot about Fast and Furious. Ooh, I think I've seen this movie. Mark Wahlberg, Tyrese Gibson. Don't know the other two. And Four Brothers. I think I might have seen this before. Oh, this was my shit, dude. This was my shit growing up right here. I used to freaking love this movie. Oh, I think I'm putting this off to the side to watch this tonight. This movie, I want to see if it holds up. I probably haven't watched it since I was like 10. Technically the first horror movie I ever watched. And that is Julianne Moore in The Forgotten. We have stand-up comedy, Larry the Cable Guy, my mom's ex-husband. Stuff still is here. If you're watching this, I'm not gonna name you, but if you're watching this, come pick up your Larry the Cable Guy stand-up comedy. We don't fucking want it. The print is so bad on this, I can't even read it. It says Street Fighter, but I can't read anything else on it. And that's it. I don't know if I caught some strange disease by this box opening up, but we'll find out. If you never hear from me again, then I did catch something. But thank you guys. This is the longest ASMR video I have ever made, but this is the reason why I don't make long ASMR videos, because I have such bad ADHD that about halfway through, if the video goes on too long, I just, it stops becoming an ASMR video. Yeah, at least we made it through the unboxing stuff. I'd say around the Pro Wrestling Crate stuff is where it stopped becoming an ASMR video. So you probably got a solid like half hour, maybe, if that, of actual ASMR before this stuff. But thank you guys again. Once again, if you guys like podcasts, it's not really ASMR, but check out my podcast, relax with the past. If you guys like ASMR, it has a similar tone, and I think you guys will enjoy that. And it's about, you know, U.S. history, for now at least, you know, within the business area. It's really interesting. I recommend you guys check it out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It is very appreciated, and I will see you guys sometime. I'm not following an upload schedule anymore. I always promise one and I never follow it. So within the next month or so, there will be a new video. Thank you guys.